Hello and welcome to, well, you might be familiar with this screen if you've played the previous game here to this title. Yep, so, Steam Next Fest, I have had my eye on this one for a very long time. I've really been waiting on it. I would have honestly bought into the early access if I didn't just hold a grudge against Epic Games Store. But yeah. This is Darkest Dungeon 2. Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of a bad situation. You are not expected to succeed in your first, or even your 10th expedition. Heroes will die, failure will be abound, and the world will seek to smother your flame. Take heart, do not relent. Press forward through the encroaching gloom and... not gloom, gloam, and face your fears. Redemption at last can be found deep within the icy depths of the... Then we do the big reveal here. Darkest Dungeon. It's good to be back on this. I played the first one. It took me forever to beat. I got about... I want to say about halfway through, and then I kind of got because it would take me that long, and I play a fair few games, so obviously by that point, something new and shiny had come along. I think I went a full year before I went back to it, and I did, and just thought, look, I've got to beat this. DLC had come out by that point. I originally started my run in early access, so it went all the way through early access. And I think it was after the Crimson Court had released, I finally went back on and finished my run. And then I started one with the DLC activated and a load of mods. And then all the mods went out of date when I next went on it and it broke the save. But that's my experience with the Darkest Dungeon. I have beaten the first one. It is a kind of turn-based party RPG. Think like, you find, classic like... You'd usually find the combat style in like JRPGs where, everyone's got little abilities and you all take turns and mind your manners in between and all that. But it's got brilliant art style and the most fantastic part about it, the narration. And it is absolutely grueling to play through. You are going to die. It is going to be painful. It is not an easy game, and RNG can and will absolutely screw you. Now, I don't know exactly what's in the demo, like to what extent it will go to, but we'll be finding out now. And this is very different from the first. Oh, we'll get into the haunting hour. Well, the clock's broken just before it. You
has found you at last. My protege, my friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth of the Darkest Dungeon.
I will admit, part of me is immediately thinking as soon as I see the little flame and it's like, this is the last of our hope. I'm just thinking, well, I'm just picturing Morgoth from bloody, not Morgoth, Margit from Elden Ring just
Face
turning
your
up.
failures, or be consumed by them.
You know, just being like, I must smother thy flame of ambition tarnished. Put these foolish ambitions to rest. Oh, right. Complete your confession. Number 1. Denial. I cannot read. I cannot read that handwriting. Ryu, Cap TU. I have no idea. Views, Capture.
You have cowered in your crumbling denial long enough.
Which confession you choose determines which final entity you must face in the mountain. It also changes the properties of some of the enemies via ordainment. Knowing that confessions challenge may affect your decisions about how best to mount your expedition. The closer you get to the mountain, the greater chance that enemies you encounter will be ordained. It gives the enemy extra power by way of increased stats. The exact effects are different depending on the confession you are attempting. So basically, like, what challenge have you decided to go for with the run? Right. And it's just, here's all the tutorials. The stagecoach is your carriage, your coffin, and your confessional. Press Z to bring up the stagecoach view to look up upgrades. They can be changed in the Wainwright, who is present at each inn. And the flame is our lose condition. If we help people, it increases it, but the more despair we fall into, the more it goes out. So when it's below 40, things start to get significantly more dangerous. Monsters get combat bonuses, and there are battle modifiers that can further increase their power. So basically, keep it going. When it reaches 0, you're ambushed by cultists. If you survive a fight, you will continue with a tiny flicker of flame still alive, and I imagine that can probably happen repeatedly.
I remember our first meeting on the steps of the university.
I'll let the intro
A
roll.
collegial handshake. That would doom us both. Your insightful questions during my lectures gave me pause. And I recognized in you something of a kindred spirit. Despite our differences in age and position, we shared a keen fascination for archaeology, folklore, and, of course, occultism.
You know, occultism. Of course.
Crossroads. A place between places.
Guilt, loathing, failure, regret, disgrace. So now we can pick our party. So, as you'll have noticed, if you've played the previous one, this is very different. And not just from... I mean, the art style is the same, except it's now in 3D, not 2D. So we have the... So we have now the ability to... we form our party, we go along our way. But more than it just being 3D... We're moving around in this stagecoach, there's going to be branching paths and choices to make, and it's now a full-on roguelike, whereas the previous one was a very, very long campaign. multiple, like, tens of hours and things. It really was enormous, especially if you put it on the longer runs and harder difficulties and things. I think there was a timed one that would quicken your pace a bit, but not in a good way. But this is a full-on, you know, each run is a kind of each run is a separate little compartmentalized little thing, you know. It's all then that's basically it, you know. It's not a case of, oh, we do this run, we go back to the town. No, that's the run is done. I think there is a bit of meta progression, but to my knowledge it is a case of you basically go in, you do a run, and eventually you will beat the run, and then you unlock different runs that will change, as it's mentioned, the different, so you'll get different enemies, different bosses, and that's kind of the challenge, to beat all of the bosses on all of the different runs that you can do. And as you go, you'll get, so the classes that were in the game last time are now actual party members, and they now give you, they've now got their own, names and everything, and backstories and things, so they're no longer just a class, you know. In fact, I think you can actually still reroll names and that, but yes, we've got, so we've only got 4 to choose from.
More devastating than the horrors of 100
Can we take,
campaigns.
no, you can't take multiple. And these are all placed.
Arid, a fugitive seeking to outpace the past. Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
So yeah, we've got the unusual suspects, and this will be our starting lot. More or less the same as the original group from the first one, except now we've got the Man of Arms here instead of a Crusader. But like I said, so basically this will work as, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be its own self-contained thing. This is a run, and Slay the Spire style will choose, make choice and things as we go.
The last hope for us all.
We've got this slightly unwieldy carriage to drive now. And we make these stops along the way. Can I do something with this? That looks like I should be able to do something with it. I guess not. And we can hold over this. And it tells us about our flame, which is slowly going out. Here we go. I was going to say it's not, we've not interacted with anything yet, but there we go. First event. Let all kind folk unite under the banner of our light. So we've got encounters. So yep, during encounters such as this one, your heroes will voice opinions on a course of action. You must choose one of their wishes. Click and hold on a choice to select it. The results will be previewed at the bottom of the screen. So this gives us hope, and is that supplies? Plus supplies, plus flame. It's on us to carry the torch, and it's a long road. Trinket chance plus flame. We light the way for more than merely us now. Supplies and flame. We'll take some supplies. Lock that in. They all agree. And we did get an item as well. Restorative, one target. Resistance to, that looks like blight, until the next turn. Right, in item, party. Yep, looks like we can gain some in item party playing cards. so we can lose some stress using those. So we've got bright light, so we get bonuses now because we've got our light at max. And as you can see, it's all nice and bright. We've got this little lens flare effect thing coming off of it. As we go along the winding road. Here comes something, the Hoarder. Okay. It looks like we can buy things. So, before you would have straight up cash. Yeah, you'd have cash. Just money. Yeah? And then you had upgrade materials that included crests, busks. I don't know why it were these things. You know, it's just generic currency, isn't it? You know, different upgrade currencies. But it were crests, busks, artwork, I believe, and there were one other, and I've completely forgotten what it was. But there were those, and you would use those to upgrade, as well as a bit of money, and then you could also use money to buy provisions, to buy art, to buy better armor, better equipment, trinkets and things, and to purchase services as well to lower the stress of your party. And that was the previous one. This time, obviously, it needs streamlining a bit because there's not upgrade stuff here and so on. So we've now got relics, we've got mastery, and we've got baubles. So it looks like he deals in relics and baubles. So we can reduce some stress with some of these items. We can get some healing equipment and things. Quite nice. Let's see, we can get some anti-venom to remove some poison and heal. So we've got combat items here. Right. Pouch of live powder, clear all corpses. Restorative, so medicinal herbs in combat, which removes a load of negative debuffs on a target. We've got burn salve to remove burning. And heal you a little bit. A bear trap. So it used on a target, traps them in place so they can't be shuffled around, and stacks some bleeding. And we've got some antivenom. I will actually buy some antivenom. And then we've got, let's see, in item, slime mold. Ugh. Plus 10 max HP until the next in. With a chance of gaining some blight and... in fact, is that blight or is that disease? That might be disease chance. Ugh. And might even add a negative quirk. Well, it says add a quirk. I imagine it's probably negative, but... Before each location, chance to produce flapjacks. Everybody likes flapjacks. So it might be worth, actually, yeah, trying to get some of these larger items that look like upgrades. Yeah. Travelling flame drain if we get an iron brazier. So, I think we will... would that be worth it? I'm actually going to get that. Keep that flame going for our first run. Right. No, get rid of that. Yep, okay. That button, there we are. I'm looking for like a back or a exit or something. Yeah, there it is, top left, right. And we'll see if we'll... honestly, I am surprised we've not been in any combat yet. That has genuinely amazed me. Okay.
The point of no return welcomes you with open arms.
Uh-oh. Okay, here we go.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
So, we've got these laying an ambush in the road. So it looks like it's going to be... We've got the plague... Plague Doctor going first. I was going to say Plague Master then, but no. So we can use a ranged attack, Noxious Blast, Blinding Gas, or we can use an ounce of prevention. So we can buff them and the Gravedigger here with some resistances, or we can shuffle the people at the back here. Now this Widow seems like the sort of person that doesn't want to be at the front. That said, let's have a look at these. Yeah, they've actually got a lot of blight resistance, as you can see in the bottom right. They are zombies after all. Well, lost souls, it says there. But so they're not going to do... Noxious Blast won't do lots to them. But the Blinding Gas here could really shuffle them up. So yeah. Let's yeah, let's see if we can bleed these. Not quite, but we'll definitely finish one now. Right, flashing daggers, we can hit both of these. Now, you'll notice that basically we're not losing much health here. You know, we're really not losing much health. There we go. Now, can we see the health? Yeah, so we've got like 20 odd, they barely do much. Stress, oh, we've got one there, it's a bit tense, but we're otherwise fine. By the way, does this actually... the Blinding Gas? I wouldn't say, I'm sure a chance that it shuffles them, but I guess not. Okay, we'll just blast the corpse, see if we can move it out of the way. Could get a poison dart on her. They resist the blight though. They're getting stunned constantly by her. There we are, they're blighted. So like I say, you'll notice, nice easy fight, not much damage or anything. That is going to change. Trust me on this. It won't stay like that.
Shaken? There is so much worse in store.
Yeah, the narrator's got the right idea. So our light is beginning to flicker now. We're down to 70. We've got a bit of death blow resist, and we take our turns a bit faster from the looks of things, I'm guessing by those icons. But yes, while we're not taking much damage or stress or anything, these are all permanent. We will permanently be missing that little bit of health until we get it healed. It persists until the next fight. I think you might heal a little bit along the road, but
years gone to write, think, and rest.
The resolute companions reached the Torch and Crown. So we're at the pub. Right, now. We're not in any way stressed. And we can, let's see, we've got the travel log, end exposition, the provisioner, if we want to go and
what you can.
if we want to buy some items.
Meaning, if indeed it ever did.
We can go to Mastery Trainer.
Quickly when survival demands it.
Let's see what we can get here. So, so it will go from 4 to 7 damage to 6 to 8. And if the target has whatever that is, heal 20%. I think that's if they're like marked or something, but yeah. And we can upgrade our other abilities as well. We can do this the same for all of them. Now, let's see, I think Mastery 2, okay. So this is where our mastery points go then. In that case, I think they can inflict that status, can't they, with the blinding gas. 25% chance. Is that like not setting them on fire, is it? So is that like, it's not blinding them because that's the eyeball with the cross through it. I could use like a little icon thing here, like a guide to all the icons, and it's probably somewhere. Token glossary. Hold H. Combo. Triggers skill effects when targeted. Ah, so they're combo moves. Okay. So the target can be hit, that can inflict combo on the target. So that's why we want that ability on the Plague Doctor. Tracking shot will add combo and remove dodge. Ooh. Right. Now this can be like an AoE thing. So since it can hit multiple, I'm going to upgrade that as like a nice AoE thing. What other AoE do we have? Also, yeah, the HP below 50, heal 20%. I don't think we've really got any healing. I know in the last game that healing was more available, we'll say. This one, not so much. So we will upgrade a healing ability. They do have to be low health for it to kick in, but it does heal for a decent amount. Oh, actually, self-remove that, target, remove, yeah, right. Okay.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
So, stagecoach equipment, boop.
Bolt it on and be off. The mountain will not be denied.
Unlock at the Altar of Hope. So this looks like there is some pet infernal flame. So it looks like these will be where you gain some kind of meta progression, so to speak. So it looks like there is a bit of it at least.
And plan accordingly.
Three regions till we get to the mountain here. Right. In items, can we...
Will you press on into uncertainty, or claim what you can?
Right. Strategic plan, Spelunk. Goal, clear out the layer. Plus 33% battle advantage chance in the sprawl. So that's going to be like a city, I think. We get Candles of Hope, which is altar currency, I don't fully know. But Altar of Hope, and they are Candles of Hope, so I'm assuming that's the currency at this Altar of Hope. I remember this, the 40, so this will be like pig people. Outpost, 100% creature dens, 100% oases, 100% field hospitals. So there's going to be double the amount of all of those things. There's going to absolutely be them, and avoid, and we cannot use the watchtower. That's our goal. Or we can go here and clear out a layer. This gives us an alright trinket. This gives us altar currency. I think we're going to go this.
Another nameless city.
Ah, now we can go back to this. Okay.
Of mutilation and madness.
So this is until next inn. Disease resist. Okay. I think it's disease resist, that isn't it? Is it? Or is it blight? Right. I think we're good. Rest of the night and then journey onward. Yes. Embark the sprawl.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined and aflame. Procrastination of the inevitable is futility.
Academic study,
itself.
rewards mysterious, resistance encounter, assistance encounter. Resistance, watchtower, academic study. There's a layer somewhere here. There, so we have to go to that at the end. Mysterious rewards if we go this way.
Up ahead, the seat of our regrettable research.
Here we are then. Imagine wielding this power for ourselves. Stagecoach rattles something fierce when the coffers lay bare. Right. -10 flame, mixed quirk, mixed stress, trinket chance. -10 flame, trinket chance, mixed quirk, mixed treasure, stress damage. I like treasure. And she got darkly curious.
An artifact of unparalleled power.
Indelible trinket. Add 1 random token. Right, I guess we're gonna go mystery machine. What? Loathing. Rewards. Power wealth reduces loathing. But I want to hit that. Oh, mind you, we can hit the watchtower here. No, I guess we've made a choice now. We can't turn quickly enough. Right.
Lost and desperate. They need your help.
Right, here we go. Right. That's gonna need blowing up, isn't it? We don't want that knocking about. Let's just smack the thing. Yeah. Target takes -75 damage from the next hit. Block plus. Oof. That's terrible. Let's see, it's immune to every status effect. It can be stunned. So given that that's the case, I guess we'll blast this guy then instead. Right. Ooh, we're getting a bit of bleeding. That's loading. Oh dear. Block plus 2. Ugh. Okay. He's probably gonna die from the blight next. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. And this is a long way away. This ignores block. Haha! Pick to the face. Right, we know who's doing this then. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. That's the death blow on them. Right. It's no longer blocking. We're really starting to chew through this now. So we're probably not going to get hit a second time. Finish him.
unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Right. Looks good. So let's see what we've got. We've got some relics, some charred books, so they're baubles, and we've got some, we've got a minor protectorate, vague trinket, plus 10% healing given, minus 10% damage. Okay. We might want to start equipping some of these trinkets as well now. We're getting a nice mixture of them, so let's go in our inventory. I don't want to look at the stagecoach. No. How do I bring up the inventory of the characters? Ah, right click, not left click. Weird. Apply to attacker, the Jinx. Music is the trigger for deep-seated resentment. Melophobic, and the Jinx. So there's a chance that they'll just, if someone hits them, they'll just randomly get a debuff of some description. Okay. Now this is something as well, all the characters have like unique quirks. So, knows where to find resources in the sluice. They are, when damaged, there's 15% chance they'll go blind, so they'll basically close their eyes and go, ah! Darkly curious. Prone to investigating the dark arts. Oh. Indeligible trinket. Add one random token. Sure. So let's go here. We can have one target remove, blight, heal 10 HP. I assume that this will. I assume it's one use only, right? Yeah, because this has got a 3 next to it, this has got a 2 next to it, that's got a 1. Remove burning, heal 10% HP. Plus 15 flame. Ooh. Glimmer of hope.
Giving in to madness is easier than holding out against it. They are heroes.
Right. What event have we got here? So we can get flame mixed treasure. We'll lose 6 relics but gain a bunch of flame, food, mixed treasure and coach equipment. Flame mixed treasure or avoid. I don't know why you would avoid. So they get a bit annoyed. Wow, yeah, okay. This can be a bit bad for you, but whiskey in item. Targets, so they get some minus stress. 2 targets, minus stress. And some disease resistance. Nice, we've got a load of stuff. Good, good, good. Worth spending a bit of cash on. And a combat encounter. What will it be? It is... Uh-oh. Woodsman. They look pretty out of it. Okay. Flashing daggers. Yes. Ooh, very nice. Can probably, yeah, be close to killing them. And this looks like it does refill per combat because it's back to 3. So it's not like a limited use type thing. Right, and I guess, yeah, this will be good because it'll blight him. It's going to do 4 blight a turn for 5 turns. They're doing something, aren't they? Oh, he's trying to turn me into one of his wood carvings. No! Get him! 4, right, he's going to die to blight. We'll just finish her off. And they're blind now. Oh, so these come as like a pair. Okay. Ah, so this will hit the woodsman because he's protecting them. Or at least, you know, he was. Very nearly dead. And there they go.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
I have missed the narrator here. I think the name was Wayne June or June Wayne or something, the narrator, but they're bloody excellent. Okay, yep, there's no branching path yet. It'll be after this next encounter. Then we get to make a choice of 3. Oblivion's Ingress. And it's going to be cultists. So we can either combat and they're vulnerable. I mean, obviously. Evil Cthulhu cultists now, so we'll smash our way through these. Noxious Blast. So these are evangelists. Yeah. I was going to say evangelical or something. No, it's evangelist. That's it, evangelist. Right. Yeah, let's give him a good smack. Over dodged. Ah. They've got some nasty dodge chances. I see. Well, let's hit everything at once and start removing those dodge chances. Now we can start smacking. The little cherub things don't have much health, so we can probably start cutting through here. Right, we need to get him some battlefield medicine, methinks. Right. They're nearly gone. Tracking shot. So these have got horror inflicted. They're going to start freaking out if if this goes on too long. They're not quite dead, but they're getting there. We can prevent the bleed and we can heal him up, which is exactly what we're going to do. Which is of course why they're going to immediately go for the bleed again. They're all trying to target him now. They've sensed blood in the water, it seems. Boop.
One less obstacle in our path.
They are very nearly dead. Ooh, they're weakened. They'll do less damage. Ah, the bleeding here is bad, I'll admit. How much could a crush do? 4 to 7. It's important that we get one out. We need to just remove them from the board here, even if it's not particularly brilliantly efficient or anything. Right,
Well done.
we might be a bit weakened, but we can still really knock the crap out of them. Just keep them healed up. The tank can take a bit of damage. Right. Ah, they've got that dodge, haven't they? Doesn't matter though, we're getting them. Come on, inflict bleed.
Steady yourself.
Have they got like bleed immunity? It wouldn't surprise me. No, but there's a decent amount of bleed resistance on them. They are getting blighted though now, so each turn there's now a chance that that's going to tick away and kill them. The corpses have just cleared over time now. And this cherub is going to be going bye-bye. There we have it. Cultists. Not nice.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
+3 crit, minus 10% healing received from skills. That'd be good on Dismas here.
The loathing abates.
The crit bonus is pretty good. Let's get rid of the burn salve and go with the bandages then. With that. some burn salve on them, I suppose. Okay, we could have gone to the watchtower to reveal paths ahead, but it's midway through, and you're giving up the reward of something else. There's an opportunity cost there, isn't there? So you see what I meant with the whole damage is persistent thing? You can kind of see it come into it now, can't you? Right, we can get rid of those dodge stacks there. Right, we're going to defend here. And he's going to take half damage from attacks. Right. Not that one, obviously, because that's going to dodge. And I think these dogs are literally protecting, yeah.
The slow suffering begins.
Poison dart. I think, yeah, flashing daggers. It'll get rid of the, yeah, dodge and stuff on that one, at least.
This road cannot be walked.
And we can still take our turn as well. We were right to bring the bandages. At least resisted the bleed. Ooh. Give him a heal. That's all of our heals use, so we need to be careful now. Yeah, let's just smack them. Right. They're not really doing much damage, them. Resolute! Our Plague Doctor is doing pretty good, actually. Ah, I'm just looking as well. Wicked Slice doesn't actually cause bleeding anymore. It used to, I think, in the previous games, so that's probably why it wasn't doing that. Oh, and he's bleeding again. Close to death, but not quite, unfortunately. I'm going to have to use that more, that ounce of prevention. Just giving them resistances and things. If I can open with that at the start, that could be quite good. We need to clear these out a bit. Right, there we go. We've brought him within range. So I think we have to do it. We have to get him this turn, or we're going to lose out on rewards. I think. I think that's just to prevent us from prolonging this going on and on, in order to try and game it. Because I think, if you've got the right moveset and that, you can actually like get some a few more heals than you should possibly be able to. I know that was the thing in the previous one. So you could use those as opportunities to heal, which is why they made it so if you made the fights go on too long, more enemies would arrive. Hero goal is complete. Enter the sprawl, slay pillagers, enter the sluice. So, trinket chance, mixed quirk, mixed stress. Avoid. Trinket chance, mixed quirk, mixed stress. Nothing. Damn. Can we like use anything here to heal? In item.
Your collection can wait. Press onward.
Not really. No. They're all in items. Unfortunately. Right. We do have to go to the right here. We need to make it to that layer.
Unhinged by the impending apocalypse, the fanatics burn book and building alike. Echoes of humanity, twisted by hopelessness.
Right. Blast them. Flashing daggers, get them. We need that upgraded more or something, because it does not do very much. Hits 2 targets, and it's good for whittling them away, so that the others can just one-tap them away. But okay, I think this one's gonna go soon. Yep. We can probably get this one with flashing daggers. Highly likely. Excellent. Now we have a few attempts at killing this guy.
A righteous action.
No problem whatsoever.
Though unpleasant in the extreme. This work is noble and necessary.
Ooh. Come on there, open up. 66% fire resistance. That's pretty good. Right, what have we got? So obviously we can't oh, so you do get healed as you travel then. 20% travelling heal, that'd be nice. But yeah, you know what? These bandages were pretty good. So I'm very tempted with some bandages. Okay. Excellent. Where's secure maladies? We're not actually doing too bad, so yeah, it looks like we are steadily healing as we go here. So like, dismass on 25 there. So yeah, we seem to be slowly healing. Field hospital. Right, let's buy a heal then. There go all of our relics. There's... Okay, we can do that. We can buy provisions as well. Including in items. Right, the layer. We're going in. The Great Library. This will be pain.
The library burns. And
So
with
we've
it,
got
the
Lost
remains of
Soul.
philosophy,
There's a shaman here. This is a whipper
insight.
and a flayer. So, well, we've seen these before. This is just a bit of cannon fodder. This guy seems to probably be like healing or buffing them. And we want to kill these two. They're the big bruisers in this. So... Actually, these have only got like 16 HP. And that's only got 12. They're not actually that tough. There'll be a catch, of course. So they're moving forward, lunging at us. They're going to dodge. Get this one. We can remove the dodge. And we've got combo on him now. Yeah, we can get that. They'll be post, but yeah, they'll be post, but they're blinded. They're not doing too hot, and they're blighted as well. So, oh no, we're blind. Ah. Let's lob a dagger at him. And shoot them in the face. Excellent. Ah! So we can keep going. I mean, we came in with full health, we might as well. Sacrificial. That sounds bad. Let's try and take them out of the game here, so to speak. We're gonna bolster here, we need to remove some stress. There we go. I don't entirely know what he's doing, but it's only gonna hit him for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Right. Can get some good hits on him now. Nearly gone. We don't want that to get to the front. There we go. That's why we upgraded flashing daggers, right there. I'm also going to put ounce of prevention on everyone here.
Empowered, emboldened.
Because I reckon they're going to try and go for like burning and bleeding while we're in here. I think we'd do wise to try and avoid it. Yeah, that's... Yeah, we're on fire now, so I'm right to be worried about it. Get rid of the burning. And kill him.
Messy, but effective.
Next rewards. Ooh. I assume this is going to be some kind of mini-boss. Oh yeah, that's something.
Conflagration must be stopped. The librarian must be destroyed.
The books are vulnerable to being burnt if we have anything that burns. I do not believe I have burning, but... crits, he buys burning. Maybe just shoot the guy a lot. And yeah, we should definitely put some burning resistance on then if he's going to have a chance to burn. At which point we immediately start burning. Next turn will be delayed to the end of a round. Nice. Cannot really do much. He's dazed and confused. I'll be honest with you, I'm still not quite sure what he's doing. I know he's doing something with these books, but it doesn't appear to be much.
The slow suffering begins.
Now will he move forwards? Yes, okay, we can now start hitting him a bit more. Burn salve. Hey,
Extinguished at last.
bit of healing. And we finally used that burn salve we've been holding on to. Excellent. And he's got the burning resistance, obviously. We do need to bolster here. Because we need, again, that stress reduction. And he's dodging it. Should have noticed. We're blind, so not great there. We can at least blind him too. We're now finally beginning to whittle him away.
An opportunity squandered. Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
Let's remove that dodge. Set up a combo attack. Right. We'll heal a bit from that as well. Lovely. This is the combo. Right, we're finally starting to really crack him open here. Ooh, that's not good.
This is no time to falter.
Yeah, so when they all go, I guess he goes into Super Saiyan mode. Right. Don't miss now. Oh yeah, he's got blind, hasn't he? Yeah, so he's just going to constantly do that now, it looks like. Yep. This is probably where we meet our end.
Rouse. Unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Needs a drink from the looks. There we go, we can finally now start blighting the crap out of them as well. They're now going to do Burning Bright again. And then probably again. Our Plague Docks will probably die. This whittling is way too slow. Yeah. I'd love to use the bandages, but it looks like we're not able to while we're dying.
Nothing can survive such a wholesale, organic failure.
It's having a melt. We're melting down. Literally and figuratively, we are melting down. Ends when all heroes die. That is... It's just basically the like, look, we know what's happening here. You know what's happening. We know what's happening. It's coming to a close. Give up now. Oh god, he is just spamming and spamming and spamming. And we're gonna go... His heat shield's coming in useful, I'll admit. But it won't last forever.
At last,
Death...
the battlefield has
Well,
claimed
dead
its
to the
doom.
librarian. There we go. Right. There we go. So that's been Darkest Dungeon 2. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, I shouldn't have closed it there. I'll just bring it back up so we've got it in the background while I'm just closing here. So as you can see, it is brutally different, brutally difficult. It is merciless. It does not give a crap. You will fail repeatedly. We got about just shy of the halfway mark there, I think. It's a bit of a departure from the original. It still keeps that combat and art style whilst moving into 3 dimensions instead of 2. And also it is, again, it is just, it's completely changed basically the meta progression and the overworld stuff. So instead of this big, long, grueling campaign with multiple parties and adventures over this long period of time, so on, it's now these it's now these standalone runs that you do in a roguelike fashion, to try and sort of more modernising it with advances in this sort of genre since it released the first game, which I think is a nice change. You know, it's, if you like the first one, you'll certainly like this. And I will admit, the one thing it does mean is now you can probably sit down at the start of an evening and just play through a run of this, maybe 2, in an evening, and not be like, oh god, I want to start a new Darkest Dungeon campaign. Have I got, 50 hours spare over the next 3 to 4 days? Or something, Can I, if I start one next week, do I think I can finish it before the end of the month? That type of thing. You're not doing that anymore, it's their own little standalone things. It's a nice change. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've been waiting for this since it were announced, and I was very disappointed to hear it were only going to be on Epic for the early access duration. Very pleased to see it now finally available on Steam as a demo and soon in its released form. If you're wondering, just out of curiosity, my little bone I have to pick with the Epic Game Store is just don't really like how they kept just poaching games just before release and kind of trying to strong arm indie companies into, oh, release it only on Epic, only on Epic. They do other things that are good, and it's right that Steam probably do need competition, but I think, trying to start exclusive platform wars and things on PC where traditionally that sort of thing has not really happened. It's not really the way to go about it. I think the whole waiving the license fee for the Unreal Engine on there when you release on their store was a good idea to try and lure indie developers over. But the news I've heard since about them strong-arming them, saying if you make it an Epic exclusive, we'll pay you a bunch of money, but if not, we'll just make life harder for you, basically. I think they've literally said to some that they'll refuse to stock their games unless they're only exclusive on Epic and things. So there's that, but the thing that really kicked it off for me was when they made Metro Exodus exclusive. And I heard about it that day and went and immediately pre-ordered it on Steam before they took it down. So I just managed to get that in, but just bugged the hell out of me. And it did mean that Steam, I think it got the DLCs late then because of that. Because it's where I've played all the previous games, you know, and it's where I want to display my achievements. It's where all my friends list is and everything like that. Anyway, but yes, nice to see it's on Steam. It's available. It's great. It's Darkest Dungeon, and yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2, as you can see, keeps that brutal hardcore aspect to it. The vibe and narrative feel of it, it's all there. Very much dials cranked up a notch, more of the same, exactly what you want from a sequel, really. You know, it's like, oh, you liked it before, well, this time it's all that same stuff as the main course, but now with dessert. Have fun. That's what you want to see from a sequel, and this does just that. So, thank you very much for watching. More coming in the Steam Next Fest. Stay tuned on the channel for that, and I'll see you in future videos.